Yes, 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 yes. Log on to doggiediamondstv.com. That is my official website, doggiediamondstv.com. Also, Doggie Diamonds, the Instagram. Doggie Diamonds TV 2 is the other Instagram. Facebook is Doggie Diamonds TV. And if you want to know how to find any of these social media places that I'm on, you want to see some posts, because everything doesn't go on YouTube. A lot of things are right in the description box, as well as on the website. That's why I tell you to go to the website, doggiediamondstv.com. Listen, and have you heard about this $100 promo deal? If you didn't, let me give you some information really quick. So listen, man, the promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV, as well as the Interlude TV, which has having a big comeback. That's on the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the threads, the Facebook, the Twitter accounts. I could promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just hit me at Doggie Diamonds, at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. And if you are an artist, podcaster, business owner, or content creator, and if you need services that include social media growth, brand clarity, organic supporter building, rollout strategy, product management, monetization strategy. I was about to say product marketing, but hey, that's good too. Just DM at Coach Kandaka on Instagram to book. Serious inquiries only. Serious inquiries only. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. I had to do a part 2 to what I did last night with King Simon. If you didn't see that, you missed one hell of a show. I don't know. I don't think it's, salute to everybody doing what they doing, but we really went there last night. Salute to King Simon being a part of that. Salute to the people in the chat who witnessed it last night or might have watched the playback, but we got to keep them going. We got to keep the numbers going. That's why this is called Let's Keep the Conversation Going, because I got to add some stuff. So if you don't know what an addendum is, addendum is, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to shout out Chakra King in the building. Derek Douglas, I see you. Sticky Finger, what's up? Immortal TK, where you been? Zone 864 TV. I'm about to say 27. Zone 864 TV. Star Chizzy, what's up? Johnny Utah is in the building. We got Chest Shot, Face Shot. What a wild name. But hey, we got Philly Sheed. Yes, we're going to do part 2. Chin's TV. What's up, CEO Falcone? I see you in the building. Don't forget. I wasn't expecting a hand clap, but I messed up. I was supposed to do. Hey. It's too much. Stop the hand clapping, all right? We got Uye in the building. I see you as well. Peter Truth, what's up? Quilia B. Hey, how you doing? Disrupting Reality NYC is in the building. Elmatic is in the building. In them green. That means they are members of the channel. If you want to become a member of the channel, that's right in the description box as well. JE, I see you. Check Viz Online is always here. We got to get those likes up too. We got to make sure to get them likes up, because when we do shows, we got to make sure everybody gets to see it. And the only way that YouTube promotes it, is when them likes is getting liked and they know other people want to see it. Other people want to see it. So, yeah, make sure you get them like up. Like. I'm here. Don't forget. That was off beat. I'm mad at myself. East Flatbush in the building. Hold on.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes, that was a little bit more on beat. I don't play that. I don't do no offbeat beats. I don't talk off beat. I don't do none of that. It gotta be on beat. It gotta be in sync, on cue. It's the producer in me. Yes, D3 Dub, what's up? Yes, I'm here. Where my shades at? I can't do it without my trusty shades. I didn't really sleep last night. Let y'all know I'm moving. So, nigga really do look like me a little bit. I tried. Whatever. You look like me. You. I'm moving, so I gotta tear everything down, pack everything up. So if you wanna hook me up on my moving fund. The Cash App is pinned to the screen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm moving. And I got a lot of content that I'm dropping, but I got a new setup that I'm doing. So just bear with me. Like 1 or 2 days, I'll get it together. Super chat is open as well. So why am I doing this? Last night was a movie. This is No Filter. Sometimes hard conversations are hard to have, but they are needed. Sometimes people's name might get called. They might not like it. But one thing I'll never do is I'll never lie on nobody. I'm always going to tell the truth. Since you've known me, since I've been before you on the camera, I've never been the one to front. I've never been the one to cap or just pick on anybody or do anything. But it was a lot of things done that I bear witness to, that when the time is time to speak, we got to speak. And I think a lot of people don't really have the heart to speak because they don't want to offend anybody. But what do you rather have? The beautiful lie or the ugly truth? I think a lot of people rather have the beautiful lie. I think a lot of people want to have their ego stroke. They want to be made to seem that there's something that they're not. But like I told you plenty of times, I've always been popular. I've always been somebody. If I don't do this anymore, I still got other things that I know how to do and I can do. So although I love this, this is not something that I run to do all day, because I need validation from people and strangers that I don't know. And I'm not going to come before you and spew bullshit just to sell water or to sell certain things, because a lot of people really be, they be vendors, and I respect that too. So last night we covered a lot of things. A shout out to King Simon, who was very, very patient. I had you sweating a little bit, Simon, though, but shout out to him for being very patient. Shout out to him for even coming through. I don't know if y'all know, I don't write questions down. So King Simon had no idea what I was going to ask him. I don't write questions down. As y'all know, I'm a straight shooter, shoot from my heart. Sometimes I try to shoot from my brain first, but I really be, speaking from my heart. Sometimes when you speak from your heart, it comes out a certain way. I don't care. I'm not here tonight to apologize to anybody for anything that I said or any way that the message came out. I don't care. I'm never gonna do that. But I have to make some things plain, because over the course of me having this channel, my own channel, I made some errors. Error number one, what I never did was I never disassociated myself from people, their ideologies, and their walks of life. What I've always did was I invited everybody and just, and a lot of times it seemed like I was co-signing stuff. That was a part of last night, because it's been something that's been weighing on my brain and my heart for the past few days that I wanted to tell y'all, and I just didn't know how to really convey it without just being raw and open and honest. I don't know how to do prepared statements or, write something down and say it. I don't know how to do that. I just know how to speak from the heart, So I've had many people, different walks of life, different ideologies. And I think y'all might have taken to some people that I've had on the channel before. One thing I never did was I never told you that their views and their way of life has nothing to do with me. It might have seemed like, I was in cahoots, or I, think the way certain people think, or I think the way certain people do their thing is cool. And because of that, many people might have been harmed from my platform, from me giving people a platform to speak. You believing in people, you liking people, you following people, and people seeming genuine. And I never said, yo, I'm going to help them put the information out, but at your own risk, use discernment and do some research. It might have seemed like I believed a lot that was said. And that was my mistake, because I should have always did a disclaimer. The views expressed, that's why I did it last night. Yo, whatever come out of King Simon's mouth, he's responsible for. Don't hold it against me. Whatever come out of my mouth, I'm responsible for. Don't hold it against him. So previously, I've had different people from different walks of life, had a co-host before, had different things. And many things was spewed, said, or perception was about certain people that I might have added on to just by hosting them. So you think, oh, nah, that's his boy. That's his homegirl. This, that, and the third. No, I've never co-signed a lot of stuff. And I made a mistake by not telling you that. So as we try to give you information, some people information, I don't agree with that shit at all. But I'm not the one to stifle information, because if the information could help you in some way, or it might be something that you didn't see or you didn't know, I got to let people speak. My job is just to ask critical questions. So that's what I do. Then we have times where people have come before you, and then I see some of y'all following people because you saw them here. I seen, because it be my people following people. I be seeing some of my people following people on social media, showing up to their YouTubes and different things. And you might have done that because you think, oh, that's his boy, that's his people. I made a mistake. I should have always disassociated myself from people, because I'm not responsible for what another man does when they're not in my presence or they're not talking before me. Because if anybody say anything that I deem irresponsible, I could always just delete it. But how a man carries himself or a woman carries themselves outside of this platform, I'm not responsible for that. So you might have gotten weird DMs. You might have had weird money exchanges. You might have went through different things, but you say, oh, that's Doggie Diamonds' boy. Or "Hey, Doggie, I saw him on Doggie Diamonds, so I rock with him." That was my mistake, because I am I'm not affiliated or associated with nobody. There's only two people I could vouch for, and that's my cousin Tad. That's my cousin Tad and my family, my blood family. I cannot vouch for no other man. I cannot tell you, oh, this man is gonna do the right thing. I don't know. So if anything happened to you, if you lost any monies, if you had any appropriate ladies, if you had any inappropriate comments, requests, anything, because I've heard some real, goodness gracious, some real bad horror stories. Please don't hold that against me, because again, that's why I sit by myself. I was talking to my partner Steele one day. My partner Steele said, yo, you know what you did wrong that other people do? If you notice, some people don't share their platform with nobody. You only seen them. Really think about that. They don't share their platform with nobody. Me, if you stressed out, you need to talk, come talk. I'll give you, we could talk. You got an idea? Come on the platform, let's talk. A lot of these things I could show you, I don't even get no money for it. I don't even, it's not, some of the videos are not even monetized, but the idea needs to go out to y'all as a people. So, and then I end up getting burnt, and I end up looking like the bad guy in the end. I end up looking like, I look like I fall out with people. I always got a problem with somebody. No, because I'm not responsible for nobody's behavior when they leave me. And then when I confront people about their behavior, if they keep it real, dudes is like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm a man of integrity. Been like that since day one. I'm not here to rob. I'm not here to grift. I'm not here to do anything to anybody. So when I see or hear and I confront, people don't even deny it. They just be like, yo, so what? And I be like, damn. That's what we doing? So last night when I called out some things, because you might love the personality or the presentation of a person, you might think I'm completely full of shit. You might think I'm hating. I don't hate on nobody because I don't care what nobody has. I don't want nothing that nobody else has. What's meant for me is going to be meant for me, and I'm comfortable and happy living in how I live. But I brought you different information. I brought you different ideologies. So you could look at me like, yo, you co-signed that nigga. Because I didn't do the disclaimer. I didn't say, yo, y'all listen to this nigga if you want to. I didn't do that. And I should have sometimes because I just be wanting to just kick it. That's why I ask critical questions. But then people went on to make, their YouTubes or have their platforms and all that. And I think some of y'all follow them. Why y'all keep saying the volume is low? First of all, the volume is not low. You have to hit refresh. Just hit refresh. The volume is not low. Trust me, I could show you my volume right here. I got state-of-the-art equipment. All you got to do is hit refresh. Trust me, you might be coming from another app or you coming from somewhere, then when you come in here, the volume is low. One thing I do not have is low volume. Trust me. Just hit refresh, go out and come back in, and you're going to be like, oh, that was it. So people go on and they platform and they do things, and you think by supporting them, you're supporting me. No, you support people at your own risk. Please support who you want to support at your own risk. Do not rock with anybody because you think they my people, my friend, my brother. Do not do that because I am not responsible for what nobody do and say. I'm not responsible for the deviance. I'm not responsible for the disrespect. I'm not responsible for the way of life because I be seeing people that be saying certain things and I be like, damn, I didn't even know they think like that. I didn't even know that was their ideology. And they was sitting with me or around me, and y'all might think that's how I think. No. I have my own thoughts, my own way of life, how I carry it. And I don't carry it like none of these niggas because no woman could say, yo, he was in my DM doing this. I sold him. Nobody could do that when it comes to me. And I've been in the culture. This is my 19th year. And if I was this type of person that was a piece of shit, then I would have been exposed a long time ago. The only time it was videos about me that was inappropriate is when I was somebody was sitting next to me because that's how they give it up. That's not how I am. So please keep all that shit away from me. I do not endorse or co-sign nobody. If it's not my cousin Tad, I cannot verify anybody's behavior. So just, don't hold it against me. I just have to say that. Even last night when we interviewing King Simon gets blamed for a lot of stuff. And how you feel is how you feel. I'm not here to... I just know, in my opinion, he's a good guy. That's why I brought him here to kind of clear his name as well as just have other dialogue. But for me, when said person used to do certain things on their YouTube, people used to be DMing me, yo, your man is crashing out. Yo, what's up with your man or your man? I'm like, yo, I don't have nothing to do with what another man said. What that got to do with me? I'm a grown-ass man. That's a grown-ass man. So I got to police men now? That's not what I'm about. I'm not policing another man, but you get put into, that was your man. The first time I saw them, you're responsible for them. How? Some guys is the same age as me or older than me. How am I responsible for them? But you know what? I brought them to you, some people. And I could tell you, I'm just being honest with you, a lot of dudes is completely full of shit. So just do with that what you want. Yo, just don't hold me responsible for nothing that you do or anybody you watch, any DM you get, any fake a transaction, that's on you. You have my Instagram. You have my Instagram. If you did not speak to me via my Instagram, you did not speak to me. Nobody can speak on my behalf when it comes to nothing. Nobody can speak on my behalf. You know I'm self-contained. I do my own graphics. I do my own audio. So if anybody say I could this, that, and the third, they're lying. They lying. You see dudes got channels, all types of beefs and issues and all that, and you might have saw them here first. I didn't know that that's the route that certain people was going to go. I didn't know that this thing that happens right here and this fame that comes from being popular and known, I didn't know certain people was going to go that route and be like that. I just really didn't know, because that's not what we set out to do. And I'm tying all of that in to the conscious community. When I met a lot of guys, right? A lot of guys was like, yo, we could do this, we could do that. You know, we trade ideas. A lot of us is from New York City. So when we see each other, it's just like, yo, I like what you said, such and such. Me, I was the camera. I had the camera. So I could just put the camera on somebody. Any idea, any ideology, any, take, that's the new word now, the N-word take. I could film it. I could put it out there. But then sometimes things started getting weird, and I'm like, nah, I kind of don't fuck with that. What do? I don't say things about people. I just move away. But when I move away, I start seeing funny stuff. I start hearing funny stuff. I start hearing shit, and I'm like, yo, hold on. I'm very confrontational. I just want y'all to know that. Anybody who really, really know me, know I will pull up on you. I will call you. I will do anything. I will come to your crib. I will come to your lecture. I will come anywhere by myself. Yo, me and you good. Because if we not good, whatever you want to do, we could do that. That's just me. That's just how I am. But it's a lot of ways that dudes be carrying themselves that I just don't condone. So what I do, I just move away. So a lot of times people send me stuff. I'll be like, yo, that's on you. But you be like, yo, I saw him on your platform. Then people want the guy. You don't mess with him no more? Yo, listen. Doggie Diamonds is Doggie Diamonds. Doggie Diamonds is Doggie Diamonds. That I can't be responsible for no other man, because a lot of these dudes never had women before. A lot of these dudes never had popularity. They never had money. A lot of dudes got sob stories, and that's why they popular too. I don't got no sob story. So again, if anybody has come before you and you feel like they misled you, they got over on you, and you felt like you only rocked with them because of me, then you can unrock with them now. Because I'm telling you, I'm not responsible for nobody. Don't want to be. I just should have just interviewed certain people. I shouldn't have never had a consistent guest. I just made some mistakes, and that's it. I will take accountability for that. Maybe I shouldn't have did certain things, because listen, it took me since 2015 to now. So that would be, let's say, 11 years. No, 10 years to build my channel. A nigga would take 1 month to destroy it and then move on with their life like they ain't even know me. And it happens. Or when my name come out their mouth as something derogatory and you like, damn. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. I just had to get that out there. Now, moving on up, check vids online. I appreciate you. I try to keep it 100. And y'all know, and check vids on said something, MVP. Y'all know my morals, values, and principles is different. I don't do things. I hope to get money for what I do, but I don't do a lot of stuff for money in the sense of, we know what we could do for money. We know that we know that clout chasing is the biggest thing for money. We know acting the ass is the biggest thing for money. Because believe it or not, I be seeing a lot of these conscious people who you think are conscious people. They be in the shade room comments. Just go peek. Just go peek at some of the people that you follow. It be a chick who got her ass out, her titties out. Some of these dudes who be talking about the black woman is God and all, they be right in them comments. They be right there. See, I'm not a deviant. There's certain things that don't attract me because it don't resonate with who I am. So I'll be like, that's the shit we talking against. Because if we have an issue with how women are carrying themselves, how could we have an issue with the women, how they carrying themselves if we in the comments? So we enabling it. But it's only cool to enable it if you think you could hit. That don't make no sense to me. See, me, I don't rock with none of it. I don't want nothing to do with none of that stuff. Like I really, it's not about me saying who I am. I just am who I am. But when you get an opportunity, like I said, you know me, I'll never lie to y'all. I'll never steer y'all wrong. All I'm just do is tell you certain things and you do with it what you must. Look at some of these comments and some of this inappropriate bullshit on the internet, and you'll see some of your favorite people that you so-called respect, that you think are all wise, all knowing, they be right in the comments with the bullshit, with the BS. If you even look at some of the BS banter that go on YouTube, they be right in the middle of that too. And you're like, damn, I thought you was righteous. So are you righteous or you ratchet? We all got duality, but I'm not going to say one thing and do another. That's just not how I am, because I don't have no gray area. Either I'm all the way this way or I'm going to be all the way that way. If I'm going to be a POS, I'm going to be the best POS ever. But if I'm moving like this is how I'm moving. And y'all know me, I done sat in rooms, right, where people are doing what they do. Besides them maybe sniffing cocaine or you know, some mook shit. I don't care what nobody is doing. But I'm not taking place. It ain't no, yo, take a drink with me. Oh, you know what I'll do? Don't be like, yo, smoke with me. That's not who I am. I got a duality, but I don't have the duality of I don't code switch. Let's say that. I don't code switch. I'm not the type of person that get in the room and try to meet people where they at. Oh, I'm in here with pimps. Oh, yo, yeah, you know, I had to knock this dude last night for. I'm not like that. I don't like pimps. I don't like pimps. So I'll never hang around them. Unfortunately, my dumb ass did without really doing the knowledge to what I was doing. But I don't like pimps. I don't like people who take advantage of women or manipulate women. I just don't like that. I don't like people like that. I don't like people who are manipulators, because I'm not a manipulator. I'm genuine. One thing you could say about me is that you know how I feel. I'm not going to be a certain way to achieve something, because what can you give me? I don't like pimps. I don't want nothing to do with that genre, that culture, none of that. I just don't like dudes. I don't like it. I don't like dudes who sitting there and they whole thing is, yeah, the sisters, and they preying off of women, or queens, or dudes who think they could tell women how to be women, and you musty. That's just not what I'm about. So some of y'all like it. Some of y'all like to deal with people who help you remember and deal with your trauma. Some of y'all need somebody you could complain about. So you watch the lowest of the low. You watch the pieces of shit to say, you're a piece of shit. Pieces of shit get a lot of views. Pieces of shit get a lot of people in their chat. That's them. I know what I'm doing. Always know what I'm doing. My duty right now is to change what it is we seeing, and even what I'm offering, because I know what I'm doing. I know how this thing go. All of this shit is seasonal. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, don't even matter no more. One thing you can say about me from the time you first heard me to today is consistency. That's it. I'm not one of them people, yo, you used to say this, that, and the third, and I still say that shit. I still am who I am. I didn't get around nobody and another man influence me, or, yo, man, I ain't gonna front, man. I've been wearing this thing on my face because I seen these brothers, man, fuck them niggas and what they doing, because what they do don't even work for them. And that's another thing when we dealing with consciousness, it's for sale, right? Because everybody is saying, yo, if you do this, then this. So how come that don't work for you? How come that don't work for you? How come what you doing, you are not prospering? How come you leeching off the people? And look at these guys, right? Pay attention to this. Everybody who's so-called conscious, everybody who's so-called righteous, who got knowledge, look at how they act when they sit before them. And look how they act when they sit before us. That tell you everything you need to know. When they sit before them, look how calm and docile and on their best behavior they are. Look at the language they use. They still have post-traumatic slave syndrome because when they sit before them, they just like, no, they be like, yes, sir, no, sir. But when they sit before us, here they go. So they mess up our advertising dollars. They mess up what we trying to achieve because they make our shit ratchet, low vibrational, and nigga shit. But when they sit before these other platforms, when they go on Vlad, when they go on No Jumper, look how they sit before them. Or they sit with these other guys and have these debates and getting smoked. A lot of these dudes who you think is conscious sat before these white dudes and got smoked. Really think about that. A lot of dudes who you think is conscious, look at their debates with them white dudes. They got smoked. So are you really intelligent? Because if they come from us, we made them and they this, that, and the third, how you got outsmarted by the devil in front of the world? So how conscious are you? And what have you really been selling? You've been selling personality. You name them. When they sat before these white dudes and debated, all of them got smoked. Smoked. How is that then? So why are they so smart to us? If they could sit there in front of these people and get asked simple questions and then common sense just go right out the window. You don't even know nothing now. Just really think about that. Smoked. Completely smoked. And it's out there. I get sent videos all the time and I be like, damn. Whether it was somebody who believed in crazy space shit, whether it was somebody who claimed to be a Hebrew, whether it was somebody who believed in different things, yo, they get right in front of these people and they get smoked. You be like, oh, damn, stay up, Cain, don't die. But when they come before us, they got this spill. You got Earn Your Leisure, who, 19 keys. Like I said, 19 keys didn't open one door. You get what I'm saying? But telling you what you need to do. We not a monolith. We individuals with our own individual family, with our own individual bills, with our own individuality. Now, we come together as a collective and do anything, but why is it that people want to come together as a collective when they're benefiting, when they're controlling the monies, when they're controlling the podium is on them? Because don't tell me what I need. I got to pay this light bill. I got to pay this cable bill. Don't tell me that this and that and the third is going to do this for us. That shit is cap. Mark Cuban said, rich people, I'm still about to go on the witches in a minute. Real rich people don't tell other people how to be rich. So when you saying this collective, Donaldus, shout out to you. When we saying this collective, when we saying this and we saying the third, don't get before a lecture hall and now you got this feel good moment. I seen niggas walking up a fucking mountain. I'm like, damn, did they walk up the mountain and did they collect money for that? Is this like some type of retreat to walk up a mountain? You got people, yeah, we feel good. Y'all niggas crazy? Damn, we that destitute that we fall for anything? The banana in the tailpipe? We still falling for 3-card Molly? We still falling for that? You still falling for somebody that could put on a costume and say I'm a doctor and they ain't got no doctorate? We still falling for that? But then when you call out shit, niggas just say you a hater. Give me one time in the history where I call out a name and somebody called me a hater only for what I said 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago to come to fruition. Nobody came and apologized to me. Nobody came and said, yo, bro, you was right. Nah, I was a hater. I got to eat that. I got to eat the hate. I got to eat this. I got to eat that. Okay. I eat that. Shit, lone wolf. Lone wolf. I don't care. All these feel-good moments, man. Listen, man. You're supposed to feel good when you walk in the crib and you see your family, your kids is doing homework, they playing, y'all cooking, y'all having, all this camaraderie with family. That's feeling good. Feeling good is not, oh, we climbed a mountain, the air. I be like, damn, these women retreats, you got women trying to tell you how to be women and they know hoes. So that's what you're supposed to be like? That's who is your teacher? Because if you're going to listen to somebody about relationships, how about you listen to somebody who has a successful relationship? Not people who've been divorced 3-4 times, or a nigga with 15 ribs, or he got 20 earths, or he got, I don't know what the comedic dudes call. I don't know what some of this goddamn vernacular is. We listening to people who ain't successful at shit. The only thing they successful at is selling you the idea of this is what you need. And it don't even work for them. They all got something for sale. So that's why when I speak to people and they be like, such and such said, yeah, I don't worship men. I don't care what nobody say. Because me, I'm going to do my due diligence and do my research. I don't care what that nigga said. That nigga live with his mother. I listen to a nigga who ain't even responsible. Niggas on child support live with their mother. Jibs look crazy. Skin look bad. I'm listening to that person. Why would I be listening to somebody who haven't achieved shit? And I don't listen to people who cannot teach me a tangible skill. I don't care what you say, because we could get motivation from anywhere. Motivation could come from ants working together and taking a goddamn chicken bone back to the colony. That is motivation to me. But somebody, you gotta wanna do, you gotta. Yeah, ooh. And I'm like, what the hell happened to y'all? Y'all really falling for that shit? It's sad. It's really sad. Because these are the people that you want to believe in. These are the people who keep telling you, this is what you need. Nigga, that shit don't work for you. If you tell me to use toothpaste and you got the dragon, you got dark-skinned teeth, or your teeth look like the sun at 5 a.m., you can't get me to use that toothpaste. But this is what y'all have been doing. And this is what a lot of these guys have been doing. Oh, drink this water. This is gold water. Where the fuck is your mind and feel at? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So I ain't buying it. Because if I buy it and I don't feel no better, you getting your ass whipped. But it's easy to trick us, and that's devil. That's devil. If you are a black man who call yourself conscious and you deceiving your people, that's devil. But nobody ain't gonna call it out because niggas be like, yo, it's funny, Bomani, this is how the universe work, right? This is how aligned I am with the universe. And I am one with the universe for real, for real. Bomani just said, once I see a dude rocking a crystal and an oversized unk ring, look at my hands, where my hands is at. I tune them out. Laugh out loud. Every real conscious person I know has a program for the youth. Exactly. Now look at my hands. I'm going to take one hand and put it on a mouse. Let me show you a tab that I got open. This is how real it is and how in tune I am. I'm not clicking nothing. Look at this. Look what I was just looking at earlier. That Bumani said that. Look what he said. Look what I was looking at. And I was looking at crystals and rocks and the correlation with religion and certain things. I was looking that up earlier. I really was looking that up. That's how real it is. I was looking that up. Look. I was looking at crystals, rocks in the Bible. I really was looking this up. So I'm telling you, I am a person who will sit here and research, take my time. That's why I'm not doing shows all day, every day. That's why I'm not talking all day, every day, because I like to have actual factual studies, no ice cube, or be able to have a point of reference so it just don't sound like me talking to sound smart, to sound like I know what I'm talking about. I don't want to do that. I want to have information for you. You know what I'm saying? I want to have information, rocks and crystals. Look, this is what I was looking up earlier. I already was looking it up. I already was looking it up. I already was on that type of time. It already was a tab open. You understand what I'm saying? It already was a tab open. If I can find the actual tab where gave me a breakdown, I might have closed the tab. Yeah, I did close the tab. But it was a correlation between the crystals and rocks in the Bible and all that, being biblical and all that. Because now think about this. Now we pick and choose when we gonna be biblical. Now we pick and choose when we gonna do this and when we gonna do that. Now we pick and choose. Now we pick and choose. You understand what I'm saying? We pick and choose when we gonna be biblical. We pick and choose when this is gonna work. But then you know when it works, when you're trying to sell something. Yo, if you think, I'm gonna be real with y'all. If you think a fucking rock represents certain energy, you might have rocks in your head. Because the energy that you think that rock is gonna represent ain't gonna pay these light bills. It's all feel good stuff. It's always to make you feel good. We all want to feel good, but shit, a quarter liquor can make you feel good. Banging your head against the wall 10 times, you could feel good. Some people got to bang their head against the pillow to go to sleep. These feel-good moments are not tangible for what you need to do. It's all feel-good stuff. It's all feel-good stuff. Stop with the feel-good shit and acting like it's something tangible, because if you say, hey, man, I got this Moldavite, molder these lights, molder this internet, molder this cable. It's all feel-good stuff. And that's exactly. So that's how you've been being duped all these years, because people have been making you feel good and talking to your spirit. But when you start looking at them and looking at their ways and actions, they ain't even nothing like they talk about. Because again, if it works for you, and I'm telling you, a lot of these dudes live destitute. A lot of these dudes don't even really got no place to stay. Did you know that a lot of people you see and you talk to, they don't even really got nowhere to stay? That's why they never stable. That's why they don't have a backdrop in the setup or they're somewhere. They be all over. You see them on the fucking train. You see them on the A train. You might see them on the MARTA. You might see them on the bus to Detroit. And they be like, oh, nah, man, I be working. Yeah, okay. Okay. A lot of things was handled incorrectly. So it created personalities. A lot of people was in on creating the personalities. You know why? Because now, when we have people names that we want to call out, we ain't got to call nobody name out, but we seen the Nature Boys, right? We seen the Nature Boys. Look where he at. Look where a lot of these dudes is at, and look what they're all accused of. That's why I tell you, deviance is one of the biggest problems. Because when dudes get a little bit of power and dudes get a little bit of notoriety, the first thing they want to do is live out these devilish, weird-ass desires that they so-called against. They start wanting to have freak off. So are you Diddy? Or are you Imhotep? Oh, I could be both. Okay. That's that code switching that I'm telling you about. So depending on what room you go in, it's how you going to carry it. Heard you. Can't trust you. Can't trust you. Look where these dudes is at. Look what they're accused of. That's not a coincidence to you, but they were some of the so-called prominent teachers. Yo, he be, you know how dudes be, he was dropping it. And another thing I got to ask, you got dudes who be claiming they are part of the nation of gods and earths, and they be like, pray. Who the hell are you praying to? I prayed for this. You prayed? Prayed to who? I don't know what's going on no more. So everything is getting mumbled jumbled. Everything is getting diluted. Everything getting remixed. And see, look, right? You have a situation where because I didn't believe that Kamala, whatever her name is, was right and exact because she was capping, people thought I was pro-Trump. Right? I'm not pro anybody. Marco Polo vision, that's cap, because a lot of times their prayer is meditation, and a lot of times they be using Arabic and all that, and because they believe that's the original language. And we taught through the studies that Jesus spoke Aramaic. So who says that's the original language? So that's cap. You can say that. You know. And a lot of them be custies and dope fiends, respectfully. You know, so, you know. You pray to yourself? Okay. Anyway. Fuck out of here. Anyway. We look at these situations now, whereas all these personalities are created. So then you start personality worshiping. So because you like somebody, because you fuck with somebody, you start believing in everything they say. That's how you able to create the Umars. So when I didn't take Kamala Harris' stance, I had people acting weird with me. Yo, he pro-Trump. I never told you who to vote for. I just told you that she was full of shit. She's dishonest. Not saying dude ain't dishonest, but what you're not gonna do is that you tell me that you are for me and I done seen all your policies and I don't agree with it. That's it. But oh, he pro-Trump. I had niggas acting weird. Acting weird. So political ideologies divided us, but we all supposed to be conscious. We didn't sit in the room and have a conversation. We didn't get online and talk about it. Niggas is blocking each other and sending DMs and all this weird shit because I'm so-called pro-Trump. Right. Okay. Then when I said, yo, according to my studies, hip hop was not started by West Indians. It wasn't. When I went at Busta Rhymes for saying Black Americans don't have no culture, Fat Joe, we started this 50-50, and I showed you why I said that. Not because I just pulling shit out my ass. What do I get for any of that? I showed you where it come from. Oh, dude's talking about hip hop? Oh, nah, I'm gonna do the studies. This is where I'm from. I'm qualified. So I'm gonna do the studying. I show you the studies. Oh, he's divisive. Then when I say, yo, now that I think about it, when I was a little boy, me and my cousin Tad, I said to my grandmother, we both said to my grandmother, we was having a conversation. My grandmother is 88 right now, I believe. Since I was a little boy, she always told me she was 99. I promise you, so I don't know her age. I remember saying to my grandmother, I was talking to her about slavery. I was talking to her about racism. And I was talking to her about, the treatment of Black people. I said, Grandma, you ever faced racism before? She said, I never did. Like, I never got called out my name. I said, okay. So I'm saying to myself, me being a smart ass, me, just getting knowledge, me just knowing stuff. I'm like, she don't know. And I was like, Grandma, when we came from Africa, my grandmother looked me right in my face and said, who said I'm African? I ain't from Africa. Me and Tad was like, oh, here we go. Well, we was kind of cool because my grandmother whoop ass. We was like, oh, she's wilding. You ain't what? Grandma, we all. She like, nah, I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't African. I ain't from Africa. And I was like, damn, okay. Fast forward, 2024, 2025. Me and Taz started tracing our lineage, like showing the pictures and showing, damn, that's my grandmother's great-grandfather. His name is Sidney Lewis. It's my last name. He this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, hold on. Yo, Tad, we got to do a little bit more researching because shit looking a little weird. So then the terminology we heard was FBA, which is not new. It's not new. So I said, Tad, so how will we classify ourselves? We both come out of the Pan-African, this movement. Tad came into the movement with Dr. Khaled personally. I always leaned towards the teachings of the Nation of Islam, although I was never a registered member, but I like what they were saying, which spawned the Nation of Gods and Earth. I always was on that type of time. I always was this togetherness thing. I always like, yo, we this, that, and the third, then I learned who Noble Drew Ali was, and I'm like, wow, this is 18 what? Wow. Then in the 90s, anybody would be capping. If you say you wasn't dealing with the Dr. York scrolls, you'll be lying. I would call you a liar to your face. So when I see people remix a lot of that now, I'm like, nah, I know where you got that from. Right? So within the last few years, I'm like, damn, I I don't feel connected. Because Tad used to wear the dashikis. Tad been to Ghana. He been to Ethiopia. He took them 15-hour plane flights. They was trying to name villages after him. When he got off the plane, welcome home, but give us some money. And I was like, man, that shit don't really resonate with me. I don't know. Maybe I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm lost. It don't resonate with me. It just never resonated with me. My cousin is going to the continent. Never resonated with me. But I never knocked my cousin in his travels. I just was like, yo, he might be like a Bari Ghani. I'm like, Bari the hell out of here with that. I never celebrated Kwanzaa because Malana Karenga was an agent. So that didn't resonate with me. It just didn't. That's just all the type of time. And I'm like, nah, that don't resonate with me. So when the FBA thing came about, and I started studying and looking at it, I was like, damn, I would be more of that than anything. Because I started seeing the term. I didn't know that the term was derived from somebody. So then when I learned where the term was derived from, I said, okay, this is going to be problematic because people don't like this man, but they loved Hidden Colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. They funded Hidden Colors. They felt like when Hidden Colors was dropping it, that was your point of reference to say, yeah, what a $5 indie, because I be seeing a lot of dudes regurgitate you, don't research. So yeah, he said, and Dr. Claude Anderson was in there. I seen all of that. Right? So as I started doing my studies, I said, yo, Tad, I don't know, man. Like, how far could we trace our family back? We started going back to the 1800s. But it was in the Americas. So I said, yo, how are we this and we that and the third? And why are we not claiming a country that we helped build? Like, our family blood is in this. Our family owned land here and did this and did that. That's our family. Why are we claiming some place that they don't even want to be? Nah, I ain't jacking that no more. So the minute I said, yo, I consider myself to be a foundational Black American because I can't be a Black American because anybody that's Black could be a Black American if you are an immigrant or you descended from somebody that came to this country and you consider yourself to be Black, you could be a Black American. But your family does not go back to the Americas as foundational. You don't. So when I said I'm a foundational Black American, here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, he on that Tariq. Get off Tariq Nasheed dick. Get off his dick. I don't know that man. Never had a conversation with that man. Don't follow that dude on no social media. And whatever he does, salute to him. But when I'm talking about me and mine, that's what I identify with. Because like I say all the time, I done watch people change their guard. 1 minute you a head bumper. No, 1 minute you are God. 1 minute the Most High Wasalala Walla is God. I done watch y'all do all of that. I didn't say nothing. And if you could change your God, the Almighty, the All Maker, how can I trust you? You don't even trust your God, so you change him. I never said I was African. I never said I was any of that. The only thing I ever identified with was FBA. Oh, I don't fuck with him. He fuck with Tariq Nasheed. I don't know him. I don't got nothing against him. Because you hate somebody for whatever reason, that's your thing. You hate him, do something about him. But don't say to me, because I've never used the word tether. I had plenty of Jamaicans in here. I got Haitians in here. I got different people, different walks of life. I done had everybody on my platform with different ideologies. I never said to nobody, yo, that's bullshit. Only thing I would tell people, don't tell me what I am. I'm Gregory Lewis from Waverly Avenue in Fulton. That's what I am. I know what my grandmother was. I know what my father was. I know what my mother's father. I know that. Stop telling me what I am. Because I ain't you niggas. I don't even want to be like none of you niggas. So, when I say I'm this, I feel like my family is native to the Americas. Oh, no, so why you ain't there? Go there then. Go there. Some of these countries wasn't even founded. Some of these countries you try to say we from wasn't even founded. We got a date where they was founded. Because they're not a continent. Africa's not a continent. I mean, not a country, it's a continent. So there's no such thing as an African. They got tribalism. They don't like each other. They're fighting. They're all trying to come here and they're trying to benefit off of what Black Americans fought for our civil rights. And you get included to where they're on bills about reparations and they saying they don't deserve shit. They don't need shit. They all lazy. So that's when the problem started. Hold on. How y'all saying y'all might be able to get some of this? You might be able to get some of that. How? Y'all didn't build this. Y'all, and truth be told, Columbus never made it to the Americas. A lot of people was dropped off. So at the end of it all, if I want to say, yo, I'm this is what I identify with, why does that bother you? Because I never told you. I never told you what you not. I never told you where you from. So why are you always telling me where I'm from? Why are you always telling me what I'm not? Why are you always telling me, oh, you following such and such? Listen, nigga, I'm a motherfucking known gang leader when I was younger. I don't follow nobody. This is facts. Why would I follow anybody? Dean, I see you saying a lot of shit. I don't know if you're trying to be funny, but I'm not really one of them guys. You said I thought America was inhabited by Indians, but before the Pilgrims. What you need to do is you need to study a little bit more, because if that's what you thought, I don't go off of what I think. I go off of what I know. A thought is unsure. What you know is known. You can make it plain. So stop with the I thought, because that's some shit you learn in 3rd or 4th grade. You really think Thanksgiving, that's what you think? And I'm pretty sure you're a grown-ass man. So if you're a grown-ass man with children, that means what you teaching your children. The Pilgrims? America was inhabited by the Indians and then the Pilgrims? You still think that in 2025? An FBA leader disrespected my nation, calling himself Allah. We have to deal with him. That's interesting. That's your thing. But Jizza Mathematics, respectfully, let me ask you something. An FBA leader disrespected your nation, calling himself Allah. We have to deal with him. I don't want to assume, so I'm going to let you tell me. Jizza Mathematics, what is your nation, if you could tell me? All due respect, I'm not trying to be funny, condescending, or stupid, but I just don't want to assume. Tell me what your nation is. Okay, guess I'll move along. So when people think you're this, oh, I don't fuck with him, he this. All right. Because at the end of it all, sometimes you got to destroy and rebuild anyway. I don't care. I get a new crop. I get a new audience. I could change my audience at any time. That's what people don't know. I could change my audience at any time. At any given time, I could change my audience. Any given time. I'm multifaceted. But when you hear and you service your people and you put your platform on the line, you put your livelihood on the line and your integrity on the line, people don't appreciate it. And then when you start going other places and they say, you know what? Damn, you know how to do this and do that? Wow. Oh, you messing with them devils. You. But I was with y'all niggas first. I was always raised first. At any given time, I know how to do mad shit. Why should I be with niggas who don't want me? Why should you be around anybody who don't appreciate you? Why should you be around trying to help niggas who think you pro-Trump or you one of them FBA Tariq Nasheed niggas? How did I get classified as that? Shit, nigga. You think a rock fell out the sky and helped the people. I don't say nothing about that. You wear wild ass boots and tassels and shit. I don't say nothing about that. I let you do you. If that's what worked for you, so be it. But how dare anybody try to tell me what I am and what I ain't and how they don't mess with me because I'm one of this? Get off Tariq Nasheed dick. Get off his dick. I've never seen people study a man like that. Oh, he used to be this. He used to be that. Motherfucker, you still that. And I ain't defending him because he his own man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But just because I choose to identify with something, that don't mean that I'm under somebody's tutelage. I'm under no one. I'm under my grandmother. I'm under my ancestors. I'm under my family. That's what I'm under. I take orders from nobody. I go to sleep when I want to. I wake up when I want to. I do what I want to. I eat what I want to. I'm free. Do you got to punch a clock? Do you got to get up at a certain time? Do you got an alarm clock? I don't even set alarms. I could stay on here for 15 hours if I want to. I could get on every day if I want to. I could not come on if I don't feel like it. But what I never did was disrespected anybody for what I choose to identify as. But all you conscious niggas is mad because you think you're a fucking Arab. You think you a small hat. So for argument's sake, historically, even in the Bible, because I know a person named Israel, Jacob became Israel, right? Where's that at in the Bible? Use your book and show me the historical place called Israel. Show me. But I'm cursed. You cursed. Nigga, I'm blessed. I've been stabbed. I've been hungry. I've been homeless. My mama died when I was a baby. My father is dead. My grandmother's dead. My older brother died. My older sister died. My aunt who raised me died. My family is gone. But you know what? I got my health. I got my sanity. I got all of that. I got all of that. And I'm able to help my family from this. How could you tell me I'm cursed if I've been blessed? Because I could live off my trauma. I could go to one of y'all books and be like one of y'all niggas. I don't want to be like y'all niggas. I don't want to be around people and say, yo, Islam when I feel like it. I don't want to be like peace when I feel like, depending on who I'm around. Because again, y'all niggas change y'all God. Some of y'all gods ain't even in alignment. But depending on who you're around, that's when you do it. That's when you want to be like, the earth's got to wear 3/4. Oh, the ribs got to do this. Fuck out of here. Don't do that with me. So if I choose to be how I want to be, don't tell me what I am and what I ain't. Because how is it working for you? Oh, I forgot. We all got to do it. Because it ain't going to work for you if I don't do it. You know, your life ain't going to get better if I don't fall down to what you're doing. Y'all lack common sense, many of y'all. Y'all musty, dusty, a lot of y'all. That's why niggas be calling y'all dusty niggas. A lot of y'all underarms boofing, bad health, your teeth horrible. Your skin horrible. Nobody want to be like you. Nobody want to be like y'all. So how dare you come before people and tell people what they not, and if they don't do this and do that, they not going to get this, and you ain't got it. Because if you do it, right, you're doing it. You're the best at it. How does it benefit you? Because you know if you lead by example, then you might be able to get people to, such and such. Shit, I could say with the nation, I never really seen nobody in the nation out of shape. I never seen them with bad skin. I can't even tell some of their age, if they young or old, for real. The 1 meal a day thing might be working for them. The milk and the wheat toast, lightly toasted, might be working for them. The navy beans is working for them. But then you have somebody, oh no, Dr. Sebi said the milk. All due respect. Do y'all know that Dr. Sebi admitted that he followed the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad? But y'all don't want to deal with that though. Y'all don't want to deal with that. Y'all want to make up some new shit. Fuck out of here. It ain't been working. It don't work. This shit got to get destroyed and rebuilt. Out with the costumes. Because you can't tell me when nobody wore 500, 600 years ago. Nigga, because you wasn't there. You wasn't there. You wasn't there. The depiction of anything is according to your understanding. And you can't make me understand your understanding because we all have different understandings. We all have different interpretations of everything. Just like you could read a book and you might have got something from the book that I didn't get. So you say, yo, did you? Oh, I didn't even see that. So at the same time, now we could watch movies. You ever notice you watch a movie, you see something different every time. Damn, I didn't even see that. Yo, you didn't see the part when the dude was laying in the bed in Friday? Go look at Friday when she was on the phone with Craig. It was a dude in the bed. Who knew? But then I want to penalize you and chastise you because you didn't see the dude in the bed. Nah, you got to open your penile gland and decalcify it. Take this shit for $9.99. It's going to decalcify your shit and your penile gland going to be peniling. Dumb homeless nigga like you. Fuck I'm listening to you for, nigga. I drive a foreign, got my own crib, got a nice bank account. I'm good. What I want to listen to you for? And I ain't never sell my soul. I ain't never give up my integrity. I don't owe nobody money. I ain't grift shit. I never even crowdfunded for nothing. I never made due on a promise that I ain't keep. I ain't never say, hey, give me this and I'm going to do this. Give me $9.99. It's going to fix your teeth. Your teeth going to be just like mine. Yeah, I lost a few of them, but that was before I was using this product. But if you use this product, it's going to regrow your teeth. Niggas is like, oh, shit. That's how y'all get got. And y'all stay getting got. You know why? So you could complain about something. So you could say, yeah, man, it got me too. Yeah, your chakra. Talking Indian Sanskrit shit. Look it up. Look where it comes from. No, it comes from us. So what was the name of it when we did it? Where does it come from when it's us? I don't care about no kundalini, no chakra, no yogi, no yoga, no boo-boo, Hannah Barb. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But stop telling people that this is gonna help them if it don't help you. If you feel good mentally from doing stuff, fine. But a lot of us, and a lot of y'all as well, suffer from mental illness, right? Because you believe shit that's not tangible. You don't think that that's mental illness? You don't think you don't think you're a little off? Do you know if you said certain things in certain settings, they probably will put you in a straitjacket? They would. Like a lot of y'all niggas ain't drunks, alcoholics, smoking reefer, sniffing coke. A lot of y'all. And calm down before we go there too. A lot of y'all is drunks, womanizers, poor eating habits, poor health, all types of medications. Let's really think about that. But this is niggas you supposed to be listening to. Nigga ain't got his shit together. Ask him to show you car keys. Shit, show me a goddamn Hyundai Sonata. I'm supposed to be listening to you? Because you know. Niggas don't got nothing collectively. Niggas living off of women, living off their wives, or wife, or shorty, or earth, or ribs. Fuck out of here. I live off me. I can show you all mine's name in my name. I can show you everything in my name. I got credit cards sitting here I ain't even activate. That's mine. In my name. Credit score chunky. Fuck I'ma listen to you for broke ass dumb niggas who been talking that same shit since the 19 what? And it don't work for you. It don't benefit you. But we got a community of a bunch of dumb ass niggas that don't got nothing. But that's telling me what I'm not, cause I'm not like you. You goddamn right I ain't like you. Don't want to be like you. In no way. No way. Because y'all don't teach credit. Y'all don't teach good health. You don't teach good mental health. And you don't teach how to be nice to people. Because according to your doctrines, your holy books, you just teach people how to be mean to people. And most of the time, you mean to your own people if they don't believe what you believe. So I'm this, you a harlot, you this, you that, you a kafir, you a non-believer, you a 85er. Fuck out of here. You said, my brother, I'm alhamdulillah. So you Muslim? Let me just a mathematics. You Muslim? You said alhamdulillah. You Muslim? Because my grandmother was Muslim. She was Sunni. I remember her saying that all the time. So you got to explain to me why you saying that to me right now. You Muslim? I'm confused. I'm confused. And again, whatever you think you are, fine. I talk to all y'all. You got information that we could put out there? Fine. But when you start saying, oh, you're not this, yeah, my nigga. I trust me, that's not what I want to be. And nobody can say, oh, he did this, he did this, he did that. Right. Right. I'm confused. And what you are, and if it works for you, fine. But I find that when people are not what other people want people to be, look how they treat them. That is called tribalism. So if I say I'm FBA, why niggas so mad? Cause you mad at Tariq Nasheed like he fucked your wife or your girl or some shit like that? Would your girl think your wife think he attractive or something? So you mad at that? Like, I'm confused. Well, I'm confused. It's personal. Because that's the new buzzword, grifter, grifting. Somebody grifted. Natural Mermaid, for example. Now let's talk about Natural Mermaid, somebody who I know in the flesh personally. When I met Natural Mermaid, I met her. She was vending at the Black Power Awards. She had her items, and she seemed to be centered. She seemed to have a spiritual belief. When I met her, I thought she was on some type of time. I don't think it went right for her. So what did she just tell you? The conscious community definitely failed her. She took her own spiritual path. We're going to have living testimonies. It's not going to work for everybody. But when we keep saying, oh, if you're not this, and you're not this, you're not that, you ain't shit, it's almost like, hold on, man. What's the difference between the Crips and the Bloods if niggas is banging, God banging, or religious banging, or ideology banging? I see people who diss the minister, who talk bad about the minister. I see people who talk bad about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I see people who talk bad about Dr. York. They talk bad about this person. I see that shit. And I'm like, damn. Fuck did you ever do? Oh, we do this and do that. Oh. So let me get this straight. You do this and you do that, right? Because it's government approved. You do this and you do that to get your grants through your 501c3 from the government that you're supposed to be against. So you for the government or you against the government? Because the government is giving you funding to do certain shit. That's why you got a 501c3. That's why you tax exempt. So you had to get that from the government. So you're not really authorized. I thought you authorized by God, the Most High, Allah, Yahweh. I thought you was authorized by that. No, you had to go to the government that you so-called against, that we so-called got to do this and do that. They authorized you. So you can't bullshit me. You can't say you did certain works that you got paid by the government for. So stop fronting. Stop fronting, yelling at people, telling people what they not. Stop fronting. Do you build your nation and what you got to do for you and yours? Because a lot of y'all don't take care of y'all kids. That's a whole nother subject that y'all don't want to go down. Y'all got kids all over. So, are you here to rebuild people? Are you here to build a nation? And you can't even tell your own family. You got broken homes all over the place. You got a broken home there. You got a broken home there. You got a kid there. You told this woman this. You got broken homes all over. So how the fuck do you think I'm going to believe that you trying to save me if you don't even want to save your own offspring, your own seed, your own germ, your own whatever jargon y'all want to use, but you want to save me? You don't even want to save your children, your namesakes. But you want to save me. Fuck out of here. But that's why I just disassociate myself. Nah, I'm good. Nigga don't even take care of his kids. You know, I love the children. Any man who don't take care of his kids don't get no love from me. I don't give a fuck. Because if you really the leader, if you really this and you really that, I don't want to hear, yeah, man, my baby moms. You a bitch. You a bitch. Sometimes your manipulation tactics is up. Sometimes some shorties is wising up, realizing you full of shit, realizing your way of life is shit. Sometimes they realize it's not really conducive to what they need to do. Shit, you got me in here living in squalor. We got to eat. I got to go out there and work. You sitting in here, your feet stinking, thinking you going to get a steak, get your motherfucking meat sucked and live off of nothing. And we got to pay bills. We got these kids. So you know what dudes do? They out. Go find me another chick who gonna comply. So for the record, moving forward, y'all niggas suck a dick. Don't look at me as no comrade, no friend, none of that shit. I don't fuck with none of y'all. Give a fuck what you were part of. I ain't a part of what you were part of. Don't want to be what you were part of. Don't want to be it. Get your shit together. Fix your motherfucking teeth. Fix your face. Fix your body. Fix your health before you start telling people what they ain't. You ain't this because you didn't read this. You ain't pay your tithes. You ain't send that in. Fuck out of here. Niggas ain't nothing but a lot of these niggas is a big ass motorcycle club. Fuck out of here. Yo, you ain't this, you ain't that. Yo, when the last time you seen your third kid? What's their name? Oh, we gotta raise the babies. We gotta build a nation. A nation of bastards. Look at Umar. Perfect example. Look at Umar. He want to take care of your kids, but he didn't want to take care of his own. Heard you. On that note, I got other shit to do. I got moving to do. I gotta pack some shit, moving in my own crib. My own crib. That's what I gotta do. That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do. I don't live with nobody. I don't live off nobody. I don't live off nobody. I don't do that. I'm gonna do this by hook or crook. True survivor who survived some of the most atrocious shit you will ever see and still here to be a testimony. But I'm supposed to be like you? Couch surfing ass nigga? Nigga live out of knapsack? Not the kid. Until next time. To the supporters, if you go on support, fine. I respect everybody, their way of life or what's going on. To the people who find a problem with what I'm saying I'm doing, I don't need you anyway. Because I'm about to tear this shit down and rebuild it anyway. I done fucked my shit up fucking with other people. Ain't doing it. And I'm already in the crib, but I'm just upgrading. Honestly. Just upgrading something better. I just need a little bit more room for my creativity. That's all I'm doing. I guess I'm supposed to, hey, sisters, you gotta, sisters, if you come before me and you give me some money, you might be able to come by my crib. Who has any equity in the so-called museum in LA that everybody gave money to? What does that have to do with anything that I'm talking about in my chat, Jizza Mathematics? Because you still didn't answer a few critical questions. And what I don't like is that you didn't answer me, but you're asking new questions. You're trying to derail, like this is your show, like this is what you're doing. Until you answer my questions, don't ask no other questions. Because if you didn't donate, why do you care what somebody else did? And if you did donate, would you gonna do type real hard? Go whoop some ass. Go kick some ass. Don't type hard. Go put in that pain. You ain't rallying the troops over here. You ain't rallying the troops. That shit ain't happening. We don't give a fuck. Some of us know better. If you got, I'm a nigga from Brooklyn. I ain't getting got. I ain't getting finessed. Sorry. If you got, don't try to form no coalition over here. Who did it? breathing off. Who donated? You got a class action lawsuit? Fuck you want us to do? You ain't even answer the questions that I asked you. All right, man. Yo, until next time, man. I'ma holla. Until next time, I got shit to do. Yo, respectfully, man, I'm about to get back to a lot of rap, a lot of interviews that I got with rappers and artists. Yo, it's up. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody feel the way, I'm available. I'm available for dialogue, publicly, privately, or whatever you want to do. But y'all don't want to do that, though. That's why I put the boxing gloves on. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all know why. Y'all know. Like, y'all know. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of people going to say they're this and they that. I ain't going to say I'm nothing. I done been in this culture 19 years. Ain't never been smacked, robbed, none of that shit. Ever. And I've been everywhere. I could show you shit everywhere outside. When I went to Atlanta to the Black Power Awards, I was by myself in a foreign place. I don't know who there, but you know what? I am what I am. Show up as me, as all times. So that's just what it is. If you don't like what I had to say tonight, so what? Ain't really nothing you could do about it, but I'll tell you what you can do. That's all you could do. Untouched. Untouched. Not come around anybody. Untouched. I go in the lion's den. That's how I am. Untouched. Y'all niggas be getting plucked out, beat up and shit. Go look up the videos. Niggas be getting plucked out.